Hello, welcome back on this one. My name is Mr. Walls, and I'll be showing you how to use imbalance price action or fair value gap as a school of thought in Forex do refer to it. So what is imbalance or fair value gap? Okay, imbalance in Forex market is a gap in the market, is a situation whereby there is no balance in the market. For instance, in the case of a buy, it signifies an excessive demand or buys in the market. And in the case of a sell, imbalance signifies an excessive sales in the market or supply in the market. So, and how does it look like in the Forex market for those that are not familiar with it? Look at this candle. We have a buy candle. We have this one traded into this candle. Then we have another buy candle. We have another buy candle. Then you can see that the body of this candle covered part of this candle and even with a wick. And look at this one, covered part of this candle and even with a wick. Look at this space that is not covered. There is space right there. Let me remove this box so that you can see very well. There is space right here. It is called an imbalance, meaning there is excessive. Whenever you see an imbalance in a particular market, it means there is excessive bullish power in action, that is demand in action in the case of a buy. When price leaves a space like this, price will always come back to fill it. Price will always come back to fill it. And in the case of a sell, this candle traded into this, traded into each other, but at this point in time, there is a gap. It means sell power is very much. That's one of the things I use imbalance for in the Forex market. I use it as a condition to let me know how the strength of supply or demand in the market. And I laid emphasis on this on my supply and demand masterclass video that I dropped right on this channel. If you have not watched it, do well to go and watch it. So there is gap in the market, fair value gap, or I like to call it imbalance. Those that are familiar with ICT concepts, they call it fair value gap. They're still referring to the same concept. You know, in this Forex market, everybody like to coin different things. And those that have been following me for a very long time, they know I don't lie. I like to play down names when it comes to my technical analysis. I don't like all those names. So, but you know, it's called imbalance, a gap in the market. When you see a situation, a price action that doesn't trade into each other, it's called a gap in the market, and price has to fill it. At one point, a price can return to fill it immediately or at a later date to fill it. Now let's go to the real chart and show you series of imbalance in the market. Imbalance. This is a very typical example on GBP, JPY here. This is let me remove this box. This is a daily time frame. Look at how price pushed to the upside. And like I said, it makes me know the strength of the demand or supply in the market. Look at this place. Look at all these candles. They traded into each other, but look at the space they left there. The bull power became so much that, you know, a lot of gap was left into the market. And what did you see? That's for you to see the strength of the demand in the market, a break of structure. And what did DC price do? Price will return into it. And look at when they were coming down, a lot of force. Look at the imbalance, large imbalance that is here as well when they were coming down with a lot of force, sell power in place. And they feel this imbalance. They feel this imbalance. That's for you to know that the demand here is valid. They feel the imbalance and look at how price keeps on going up. So in demand and supply is one of the conditions I look out for in the market, which I explained very well in my supply and demand video on this channel. So do well to go and watch it if you have not seen it. So I'm only laying emphasis on imbalance, the usage of imbalance on this video. So assuming I have another imbalance up here and I'm buying here, I would have considered this imbalance up here as a target because I know price will at one point in time or the other feel an imbalance. I will know price will feel an imbalance. So they feel this one, then price is moving up. Let's see more examples. Look at this sell to the downside. Look at it, the break of structure, price leaves an imbalance, price return to fill this imbalance, tap this zone, and look at the sell to the downside. So imbalance will let you know, the strength of the demand in place or supply in place. It's just a gap in the market, a gap in the market. Look at how price return to fill, to tap this demand in the market. Look at it, an imbalance. So I use it as a validation of my demand and supply zone. That's my number one usage, the validation of my demand and supply zone. When I have an expansion that leaves an imbalance, it simply tells me that the demand is so great that when price returns into it, is bound to push price to the upside. That's one of the reasons. And like I said, I use it as a target as well. Assuming I'm buying from down here and I have an imbalance here, I know price will go and fill this imbalance. So if I'm buying from here, I will target this imbalance as my TP, and price will go. And what did you see? Price will always go and fill an area of imbalance. And you have imbalance everywhere. You have imbalance everywhere on all time frame. Price will always look at this imbalance. What did you see? Price will always return. You can use it as an entry. Assuming you have this push to the downside, you are looking for an entry. Look at this imbalance. Price will always return to fill an area of imbalance in the market. Price will always return to fill an area of imbalance in the market. Let's go to another time frame let's go to 15 minutes time frame. It's on every time frame, like I said. It's on every time frame. Okay, look at it. Look at this push to the downside. Look at this push to the downside. After consolidation, expansion to the downside, a big area of imbalance. You see, no candle traded into each other. There's a gap in the market. There's a gap in the market. Price action is not balanced here. We have excessive sales in the market. Price has to return to fill it up, to rebalance the price action here, because in the market, there has to be sellers and buyers in the market. But when you have sellers alone, it's only sales alone. That's why you see this weak to the upside to fill, and sometimes price will fill it to the fullest, or fill 50% of it. And look at it, price return to 50%. For those that understand smart money concept, you know the importance of 50% in smart money concept. Price return to fill half of it, and you see a drop back down. And now price is going back up. What are you seeing? It's going to fill the remaining. So that's it about imbalance. Look at it. We have imbalanced price action here. This is an imbalanced price action. Imbalanced price action. Imbalanced price action. And a break of structure. It's simply telling me that the supply that is here is valid. And price will at one point in time return to fill it. And look at it. Price return to fill it, and a drop in price. A drop in price. So that's it. Look at another imbalance here. Imbalance price action. Price will always return to fill it. Are you seeing that? Price will return to fill it and drop. Price might return immediately, and it's not compulsory it returns immediately. So it depends on the situation you have at hand. On the situation, look at it. Price dropped, left an imbalance, return to fill it. Price left an imbalance, return to fill it, and you see the drop. You see the drop. So that's it about imbalance. So if you love this video and you love, our educational, free education on this YouTube channel, do well to click the subscribe button, like our videos, and if you want to be part of our free quiz on our Telegram channel, you see the link to our Telegram channel on our description box right there. See you some other time, guys, with another wonderful video, and trust me, it's going to be a banger.